Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? CaptainMonk here. In today's game, playing the reworked Fiora in the top lane. So let's go ahead here and grab ourselves a Doran's Blade, I guess. One health potion and the Warren Chain and head on to lane. As you guys can see as well, we are using the Headmistress skin. I think in my Fiora video I did last year, I was using the Night Raven skin. But this time around, we've got ourselves the Headmistress skin. I gotta say, I like the skin a lot because we're a freaking teacher who whacks bitches with their ruler. It's pretty cool. So we'll see how this goes with the new Fiora. As far as I know so far, I've played her twice. I'm not very good at her, so maybe I'll be able to give some tips to newer players towards her, but as far as, like, high-level stuff, I mean, maybe I'll be able to figure out a few things, but yeah, I'm pretty new to this champion, as you should expect. She's basically brand new on the live service. Of course, she's been on PBE with the changes for a while, but the rework's fairly fresh, so... But we'll see what we can do here this game. Of course, on our team here today, we've got... I'm just going to go and reorganize this while I talk about it. We've got Feed the Shark playing Kha'Zix jungle. We've got Nathan Kazuki playing Cho'Gath mid. Tiger Pizza playing Jinx AD carry. And we have Non-Clutch playing his Tom Kench support. And I'm thinking we're against a Gangplank top, so I'll go ahead and reorganize this in the way I think it is. Alright, that should be fine. But yeah, Gangplank top looks like a Master Yi in the jungle, a Swain in the mid lane, Caitlyn AD carry, then a Bard support is what I'm thinking it might be. Of course, it could be Swain top and GP mid, but I kinda doubt that. So we'll see how things go in this lane. I may as well quickly go over some of the differences between the old Fiora and the new Fiora. However, of course, I might miss some little things because, frankly, I don't know the details. What I do know, though, is the general knowledge, which a lot of you can probably figure on your own, but in case you aren't unable to or don't really know the little things going on with that, I guess I can go over it a little bit. So her passive is completely different now. She only gets the regen from her HP if you hit a vital, and that's pretty much what the passive is you hit vitals on people, and when you hit their vitals, you do bonus damage based on their percentage HP, and you get move speed, and you heal some health back. So instead of where the old passive where you just healed when you hit things, not base, it was a regen sort of thing, and now you have that different thing going on. I guess I'll get my Q level 1 here, although I really don't know, but you can see Gangplank's got that circle around him, and that's how you know where his vitals are. So if I was to hit him from that angle where the arrow is, on that side, I'd actually do bonus damage because I'd be hitting one of his vitals. And the vitals kind of swap around every once in a while, and when they're red, I think it does more damage, or maybe it's just timing out, something like that. But right now it's yellow, and we'll see if it turns red, because it turned red earlier. I remember it turning red. Maybe I'm crazy, though. There's some nice damage. He traded back pretty well, though, but I have more mana, so that's pretty good for me. But he has a flask, so we'll see what happens. But one thing that's really important to keep in mind is the what's this thing called? The lunge. It has a pretty small mana cost, so it's quite spammable, but it also has a cooldown reduction sort of thing. Instead of having 2 dashes like you used to, it has a set base cooldown, and if you hit a target, it raises the cooldown by 60%. So going aggressive is good, but you also can use it to escape, which is nice. But of course, use it to escape, it's not nearly as spammable. It's kind of like the Gragas treatment, whereas Body Slam, you can dash into people constantly, but if you're going away, it has a longer cooldown. So it's pretty similar to that in that sense. The E is pretty similar as well. It's an auto attack reset still, except for it's only strong for 2 auto attacks instead of having an attack speed for a certain amount of time. So it's a little bit different, but the second auto attack is always going to crit, and the first one's always going to slow, so it's pretty cool. And then the W is completely different. You see I have this, which parries anything for that first little bit of time there, and once the 0.75 seconds is done, it will then proceed to becoming something completely different, and that something completely different is a bit of an AoE damage that also slows, if not stuns, depending upon if they hit you or not during the time you're parrying. So it's really different. But I'm going to go ahead and try and fight this guy a little bit. There we go. You can see that auto attack reset coming in for a decent amount of damage. And he's getting kind of low on mana, so I'm expecting to use this flask pretty soon here. But because, of course, I'm just blabbing away about the changes and all that, I'm not really paying attention to actually fighting this guy too much. I'm just looking to farm it out. And once the opportunity presents itself that I have an advantage that I can take advantage of, which right now I don't. He's level 4 and level 3. I'll dash get this minion here. Oops. As far as I know, the Q is a skill shot, but it doesn't hit anything more than 1 target. So it hits whatever you land closest to, which I guess makes sense. There we go. And as far as I know, you max the Q. I did some research on this, and most players I saw playing Fiora, and from the videos I saw and every piece of information I saw, they pretty much all said max Q, so I'm going to be maxing the Q. But as far as maxing second goes, I'm really not sure whether maxing E or W is better. I've tried both, and I found more success with E, but I'm not sure whether that's better or not. So I'll leave you guys to be the judge of that one. And I missed that minion, that kind of sucks. But the main wave is pretty pushed up towards me, and Kha'Zix is claiming he's going to come top here, so we'll see what we can do here. And he's getting pretty low on mana. He's only got 1 flask tick left, so he might have a lot of Silver Serpents built up. 78, not bad. Oh, we missed a siege. That sucks. But yeah, we should be okay to actually clean this guy up. Alright, maxing the Q here. And I'm going to go ahead and start fighting him pretty soon here, because we have Kha'Zix on the side. Here we go. I'll go and parry whatever he's doing to me there. Blocking that. And I have my dash here in a second. There we go. And if I get this last auto off, he's slowed. And there's the kill for Kha'Zix. Very nice. And there's cleaned up that minion. I'll take this powder keg and get that as well. Really nice. Get 2. And he does not have teleport here. Their gangplank, that is. So I'll go ahead and just push the minions to his turret to make him miss some XP and gold. And from there I'll base, and we'll see what we can do from there. Really good start for us. Of course, I saw my teleport available. I might decide to teleport back to lane, but I also could use it to... Oopsies. Missed a few there. But I also could use it to go bot lane if they push out. Or hell, even go mid. But it doesn't look like any lane is pushed, so I think I'll go right back to lane. As far as build with Fiora goes, with the old Fiora, of course, because she had a different ultimate, it made a lot of sense to go glass cannon and just completely nuke their team with Tiamat and all that, which I still like Tiamat on her. I'm still going to do that. However, as far as damage items go, normally what I've been doing so far, which I've found great success with, is to do Tiamat, Hydra, all that stuff, pretty much the same as before. But from there, I like to then proceed to gain Black Cleaver for a bit of shred and a bit of durability, cooldown reduction, all good stats, and then tank. And maybe an Infinity Edge later on, because of course the second part of your blade work, your attack speed buff there, the second part always crits. So if you're always going to crit, getting that boost of crit damage with Infinity Edge can be really, really good. But of course, that's something I haven't really actually tried yet. But it's just a theory I've been wanting to do, but I haven't actually had time in my matches that I've played so far to actually do it yet. I'm just going to parry anything he does to me there. Alright, and he just kind of stood still. That was really strange. Did I stun him? I don't think I stunned him. Maybe I did. Yeah, I don't actually fully understand how the difference between the stun and the other thing works, but I'm going to avoid that powder keg there. There we go. Oops, I'm going to miss a minion there. Kha'Zix pinged, he's going to come back top here, so me freezing like this has worked out pretty well for us as far as ganking this guy goes. It's in a 51 CS, it's in a 38, so we're definitely ahead of this guy. And I have a low advantage here, so I'm actually going to fight him. And I'm going to block some stuff. I'm actually going to ult him here. So when I ult him here, you can see these little indicators show up everywhere. And if I break all of them, I actually do a lot of damage, as you can see there, which is huge. It's awesome. It's a little bit tricky to do, but if you use your dashes like that, it ends up working out really nicely. And that's pretty much the new ultimate. There's a lot of other things that I can kind of touch on and kind of explain a little bit, but for the time being, let's focus on pushing this wave. But the old one, of course, made you untargetable, did a lot of damage, it did on-hit effects so that you could get Tiamat and just nuke their team like crazy. And he still doesn't have TP, so I'll shove this in as best as I can. Oops, I hit the wrong minion. That sucks. Okay, cool. Got most of those, though. But I'll go back to base again, I guess, and I may as well try and talk about this as best as possible. So you ult somebody, you get a lot of move speed from your passive, because your passive is a Duelist Dance, gives you move speed. And when you ult them, you have that move speed, which is really, really helpful. And then from there, once you have that, you just have all those indicators around them, and you try to break them all. And if you do manage to break them all, you get a speed, or not a speed, an HP shrine, like around you, kind of like Janna's ultimate, which will heal you up, which is pretty cool. And that will also show up if you kill them, even without breaking everything. And I don't need another pink word. Why'd I do that? I'll just grab this. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works. So it's pretty helpful. It's a really strong ultimate because it does a lot of damage, because each one of those possible vitals will do a ton of damage. I don't know exactly the numbers. I'm just reading through it. But you can see it's quite a bit, actually. So when you hit all those, you're definitely going to be rewarded for it. So definitely be looking to do that. However, if it's not possible, of course, don't force it. Just look to hit wherever you can, because some damage is better than nothing. But in that scenario there, I was able to dash past him and get all 4 of his vitals, which worked out really nicely for me. And so this guy's actually pretty close to me in CS. I'm quite impressed. But still not close enough to be even with me. And there we go, clear all that up. Tiamat coming in handy. I'm going to max the E second like I said I was going to do, because I have found more success with that versus maxing the W. And I'm just going to go ahead and fight this guy again. You see, I'm just going to do it again. There we go. So yeah, this guy is just getting completely destroyed. And this is kind of the advantage of playing a lane bully like Fiora. If you get ahead like this, it's quite insane how strong you can be. However, if I do fall behind, I don't really have much ranged wave clear, and I don't have... I mean, I have a bit of an escape now. That's one thing they gave Fiora that really helps her out, is your Q is not like Xin Zhao's dash anymore, where it's only aggressive, right? It's only in. Now you have the option of actually dashing away, kind of like Gragas Body Slam, which is really nice. So because of that, Fiora's a lot safer of a top laner compared to before, but she's not as strong when she's ahead, in my opinion, compared to how she was. But as you can see, though, she could still do a number on people when she's ahead, as you just saw. And this Caitlyn's super low. Swain's full health. I kind of want to TP bot lane and help out. There's nothing to TP to, and my TP is not even up yet, so... Is Kha'Zix going to win the 1v1? Ah, he messed it up. He needed to get that last Q off to get that execute, but he didn't manage to do it, which kind of sucks. And apparently GP went mid. Did he? I think I saw him, but I might be wrong. Might be crazy. Alright, let's just clear this up. You can see that second auto attack always gets that bit of a crit off, which is really nice. So with Infinity Edge, it could be a really nice combo. And is GP going to come from behind me? I kind of doubt it, but it's possible. But yeah, I'll just shove this in as best as I can. Just auto-waiting to clear the waves because Tiamat. And one thing that also changed, they made your Q place on-hit effects. So you can get lifesteal and the AoE effect from Tiamat and all that from it, which is really cool. In comparison to before, where it was just damage. And I could probably kill this guy immediately again, but I'd rather go base and look for a TP play of some sort. So I'll go back here, I'll pick up basic boots and a Vamp Scepter. My pink ward is still there, that's good. I could TP behind him and kill him again, but I'd rather just walk the lane. I mean, I just don't see the point in TPing into this lane and just killing this guy over and over again. I'd rather make use of my ultimate in other locations on the map. The question is where, for the time being. Yeah, it looks like bot lane is... Their bot lane's actually beating ours, unfortunately, but I think we'll be able to make it up. I might be able to kill this GP one more time, because this guy's playing really, really overextended and not exactly safe in the slightest, so we might be able to punish him for it. Because here, we can dash this minion here, lower the cooldown by quite a significant amount, and maybe just kill this guy again. And I'm just going to ulti him here. Oh, is he going to get away? Yeah, he is. I don't want a tower dive, but I did a lot of damage to him, so that's a victory. It's just could have been better. And chances are I probably could have killed him if I used my flash, but I don't want to use my summoners for a kill that's not going to be worth much gold. He's worth something, but not a whole lot, so I'm not going to bother using it for that. And I'm going to TP behind their team here and probably get some kills off here. I messed it up. That's okay. We can probably just shove the turret here. And there we go. And if Caitlyn stays, we can actually dive her. Block that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about diving her, actually. It's kind of risky. Yeah, I think I'll just go help Kha'Zix with Dragon instead. And of course, because I don't need a target anymore, I can just dash over the wall like that. Very easy, very nice. And GP might get some damage from my turret, but I'm not too concerned with that in the slightest. And now I can finish my Hydra, which... Oh, wait, hold on. I thought that was an enemy Tom Kench. I don't know why. And what's he doing? Nah, he's not a threat. We're fine. So pick up my Hydra here. I'll get some health potions as well. One thing that's really nice about Fiora, I don't know if this applied to last patch, but I find that she's got really low mana costs, which makes it really easy to spam your spells and not have to worry about mana too much, which I really like, because before, I didn't play Fiora a whole lot, so I could be wrong about this, but I do feel like her mana costs were a little bit high, making her kind of rough to spam your spells with. But it's looking like my team's going to pick up a few kills here, because Caitlyn's going to get chunked out here, and Swain's pretty low as well, but he's got blue buff, so maybe he can just spam his ultimate and heal. We'll see what happens. Ooh, very nice. Cho'Gath picking it up. And I'll just clear this up. In fact, I'm going to stay top lane for a while because Gangplank did take my turret, and so I'll look to take his now. And wait for this to get a little bit lower. There we go. I missed a few there, but that's okay. Just in 103 CS at 13 in a bit minutes, almost 14. Not too bad. Decent score. 2 kills. Could be more, of course, but I just don't want to bully the hell out of this Gangplank and make it a total stomp fest. That's just no fun. Let's take the turret, though, and I'm going to all-in this guy. There's the slow. I'm trying to break all of his vitals, but it's a bit of a challenge, but there we go. I still managed to kill him, but it wasn't exactly perfect because I didn't kill all the vitals, but that's okay. It's all about killing him anyways, and I managed to do at least that, so that's fine. You can see how good your chase potential is with Fiora with this, because you have that slow, you have the speed buff from your passive. All the combination of all those things just makes it really easy to chase down your opponents. And now we have our level 2 ultimate. And I'll go and fight this guy, because he cannot handle this. And I probably should have gotten one more auto in there for the crit, but that's okay. I still managed to show Master Yi whose town this is. And Cho'Gath's got a more or less fresh blue buff. I don't know. I kind of want this, but if he wants it, I'll give him. I'll let him have it. Alright, yeah, he's going to use his feast on that. And that makes sense. That's what I would like him to do, because that way we secure it for sure. And I'm going to come behind Swain here. Might be able to pick him off. The Rupture coming in. That's going to be a kill. The Cho'Gath W damage is nuts. Holy crap. Alright. Man, we are really ahead this game. I'm going to go back to base here and see what items I can pick up. And let's grab a Phage, because I want to get the Black Cleaver next, because I really like that. And of course, it will help my chase ability, because I'll get that extra move speed from killing things and just hitting things in general. Which is all very good. And Master, you might be able to kill Kha'Zix here, but we'll see what happens. Oh, Bard's coming in. And this fight is such a clusterfuck of just people everywhere. It's insane. But I'm getting the idea, though. I think we're going to win this one. Yeah, that's be a lot of damage there onto Bard. Bye-bye, Bard. And Cho'Gath's very low, but so are a lot of my allies. So what's going to happen here? And their team's pretty low as well. They might be able to kill Swain here. There we go. My helping made a difference, I think. I'm going to go for a flash dash here, actually. There we go, there's one for me. Now where, Master Yi, get your ass back here. Nah, he's not gonna come back. Bastard. Alright, well I still managed to break through Caitlyn, which is nice. And the heal didn't really do anything, but oh well. The ulti cooldown is actually extremely short, which I also like. It's very, very nice. And we can actually get a red buff here for ourselves. What's up, Bard? Alright, never mind. I probably should have taken the red buff for myself because I'm more auto attack oriented, but that's okay. I wanted to BM that Bard a little bit. You can see how much damage that second proc from your E does. It's quite a lot. And that's why I like to max it second, because the W, I mean, I use it just for the block and for the slow and the CC that it provides. I don't really care too much. Oh, Kha'Zix is going to go down. I don't really care too much about the damage it provides. Looks like they're grouping up here, and so are we. So let's see what's going to happen here. My ultimate is not up yet. Try to avoid the Caitlyn trap. And I'll go through Bard's magical gypsy shit. I said gypsy bit by mistake. Don't know why that happened, but it did. And this GP is being crazy. What are you doing, buddy? And I'll let Jinx have that one. She did all for it. I think she earned it. And I'll go back here and take some farm. Alright. And I'm going to go back to base, actually, because I think I can afford some more components for my Black Cleaver. And that's she. Oh! He is going to survive, actually, and Tom Kench is going to barely slim his way out. And I have my teleport, actually. I could come and help. But I think... Yeah, I think Jinx is dead no matter what I do. Yeah, even if I TP to this warder for something, she's dead. That's unfortunate. But in the grand scale of things, our team is very, very ahead of theirs, which is still good. I need to upgrade my trinket. Why have I not done that yet? I'm setting a bad example. I need to set a better example and get my trinket upgrade. Always upgrade your trinket as soon as you possibly can. It's super cost efficient and saves you a ton of cash on wards. Very good thing to do. Anyways, let's head back over here to the top lane. It's looking like Dragon's up in 15 seconds, but I do have my teleport, so I can show up if needed. And Kha'Zix is just going to go apeshit all over their Bard, it looks like. And he's trapped himself inside the pit. Unless he flashes, he has trapped himself. And that's going to be a very dead Bard. Don't know why he was doing that. Whatever. But it looks like their team is grouped there, so I'm thinking my team's not ready for Dragon yet either. So if I go and kill GP, I can then TP over and make big plays. So let's see what we can do. And GP is actually right here, basing. I'm gonna ulti him as soon as I get into range. Got the slow. There we go. I kind of ignored the vitals because of course I was chasing him and it's hard to get to those locations. So I just decided just to brute force my way through, which does work, but it does less damage for each hit. So I'm not really sure which one's better and which one makes more sense, but I did what I did and it worked out in the end, so it's fine. But it's probably just because I'm so fed at this game. Anyways, let's clear up the minions. And let's see what more we can do. Alright, upgrade the E once more. And it's looking like Master is actually splitting bot lane. I'm going to take their Gromp. And I failed to parry one of the Gromp's attacks, but I got enough lifesteal, I'm not exactly concerned. And I got that. And their blue buff is actually up. That is awesome. I'll go ahead and take that for myself. Looks like there's a big team fight about to happen in bot lane, but I'm taking blue buff, so I'm going to continue finishing this. And it looks like my team doesn't even need me in the first place. And Gangplank is actually back and overextending again. Hello. Got the slow on him. And I'll just auto away. And see, whenever you hit your Q, the cooldown gets reduced, so you can just dash all over the place as long as you consistently hit it. And it's not exactly hard to miss, or it's not exactly hard to hit, so it's pretty good. But I think the biggest thing with Fiora is it seems like she's very good when ahead, but from behind, I mean, she doesn't have any ranged wave clear, so she'd be really vulnerable and unable to farm. And to add on to that, I feel like she would have issues because she wouldn't have the luxury of really safe escapes. I mean, her escape is her lunge, and it's a lot better. I mean, you can do things like this now, but still doesn't really compare to someone like Gnar, right? Who can jump off minions for crying out loud and get really far away. Little things like that. And I don't know if I can get through this wall. Yeah, so like that's how small this dash really is. It's not very big, but it's definitely an improvement, without a doubt. But I do not think we're going to see her in competitive play, for example. But I would love to see more champions in competitive play, so we'll see if we buff Fiora further and bring her in. But there we go, we have a red buff for ourselves now. Let's pick up ourselves a black cleaver and work into some other item. It looks like my team is in a team fight here. I might be able to join them and actually help out, but first, let's get Mercury Treads, because I don't really want Zerks. And I think I'll get a new pink ward to actually move my pink ward line up, because where I have it right now, it's not really helping my team at all. And it's looking like my team does need some help, so I'm going to TP behind with Cho'Gath here, and let's go kill some bitches. Or I guess some birds in this case, because we got a freaking Swain and Caitlyn. There we go, there's one. Dashing on in for the KS there. And if we can get close enough to Swain, I can ulti him for the speed buff. There you go, there's the speed buff coming in. And that's going to be a very dead Swain, because he was all alone. As you can see, when he dies, we get that health shrine, so my team all heals up. It's an insane amount of healing. And actually, there's people here, and there's the surrender vote. So I realized it was a bit of a short game, but hopefully you guys like this nonetheless. If you did, make sure to drop a like rating, because it helps out the channel so much. And of course, subscribe for more videos. Hopefully less stompy this one, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
This is